okay, just overall context though. Look, this is like bar or the par for the GOP. This was the bar for them.
Oh
Sending
my
out
God.
tweets instead of KBJ, Ketanji Brown Jackson, CRT, so much class. And like let's remember, let's stack her up. This is an important graphic, I think, and I'll read it for those who are listening as a podcast. But between all of the 9 justices, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson basically checks all of these boxes. Went to public high school. Only 4 of the justices did. Went to an Ivy League law school. Yes, she did. Supreme Court clerking. The majority did. But public defender, the only public defender. Sentencing commission. Only Justice Breyer also was on a sentencing commission. Was a district judge. Nobody else except for Sotomayor was a district judge. So talk about working her way up. Court of Appeals judge. She also was. I mean, Kagan wasn't, but most of them were. So, like, she's checking all these fucking boxes. She's got the public defender, public high school. Then she's got working her way up. She is so fucking qualified, and her name was just so grossly dragged through the mud that I want a little final palate cleanse before we move on to this, because I did find, look, I'm gonna be 100. Cory Booker is mostly cringe. Like, the dude is like, he's like he's 75% cringe, 25.
He's got theater kid energy running through.
He really does. He really does. And and like, it's just, but this was a nice moment. Him kind of, I will say I wanted a little more fight from Democrats than this, but Cory Booker didn't want anyone to ruin his moment. Here's what he had to say.
I went to law school. I didn't serve on the law review. You did. I didn't clerk at every level of the federal court. You clerked for a Supreme Court justice, one widely respected on both sides, which really shaped you. And you did not get there because of some left-wing agenda. You didn't get here because of some dark money groups. And I want to tell you, when I look at you, this is why I get emotional. I'm sorry, you're a person that is so much more than your race and gender. You're a Christian, you're a mom, you're an intellect, you love books. But for me, I'm sorry, it's hard for me not to look at you and not see my mom. I see my ancestors and yours. Nobody's going to steal the joy of that woman in the street, or the calls that I'm getting, or the texts. Nobody's going to steal that joy. You have earned this spot. You are worthy. You are a great American.
I started watching that and I was like, you're so cringe, and then I ended it kind of crying myself. So I'm all over the place on this one, John Marco. But
yeah, it was definitely needed after all the horror of the days prior. It is, again, it goes back to this thing of, I remember we talk about this as a job interview, and I'm like, we need to stop talking about this as a job interview.
Yes.
If this was any job interview, it would be the weirdest job interview in the entire world.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Still on the bench, probably? Where do you see yourself in 50 years? I mean, hopefully on the bench. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, it was definitely like look, it has theatrics to it, and sometimes I'm like, Corey, you can just say the thing. You don't gotta add the thing.
It's the smile. It's the
smile. Yeah. I'd love to see a little bit of anger. There's sometimes I think Democrats, they want it to be so sincere that they forget that they can admit a little bit of the, like, this is insane.
Yes.
This is insane that you're going to paint this moment like this. Just
totally.
Call it out. Sometimes I want some of that. But
yeah.
It was a beautiful moment, and it was moving and all these things.
Yeah. No, 100%. It was like, I know you don't want anything to ruin your day, but like, everyone's day is fucked. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
This has been an awful day. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.